Welcome to the Fantasy Champions Fantasy Football Podcast. Here's your host, Morgan Colby and Rick Lemon.
Welcome to the Fantasy Champions Fantasy Football Podcast. It is mock season, my friends, and this is going to start the trend of a lot of mock drafts this episode. Today we are going to do a PPR mock draft. My name is Morgan Colby. Got Rick Lemon with me as always.
What's up?
Before we jump into the PPR mock, like I just said, be sure to do the following. Check out our website, thefantasychampions.com. Follow us on Twitter at @TheFFChamps, on Instagram at @TheFantasyChampions. Like us at Facebook.com/TheFantasyChampions. Be sure to subscribe wherever you listen, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube. Click the bell on YouTube for notifications. Leave a comment down below and leave a review. Share this podcast with your friends. We'd also like to tell you guys about the draft guide. Pre-orders start at $25. The guide is going to be launched on June 1st. Full rankings, breakouts, bust, player draft values, player breakdowns, all kinds of stuff is in it. We'll say it every episode until you buy.
Yeah.
So be sure to do that.
A lot of work that goes into this. I literally say this every show, but it's very true.
It's very true.
And it's definitely worth the price of admission.
So, like I said, on this episode, we are going to talk about, we're going to do a mock draft. We're not going to talk about anything. We're just going to mock draft.
I'm excited.
So we're going to do a fun mock draft. In this mock draft is a full PPR, 12-team, one quarterback, no super flex. And we have 12 people who gratefully joined our fun league. So let's get it started. What say you?
Yeah, let's do this. I'm pumped.
All right, let's go.
I'm surprised we got 12 real people.
Most of them are writers, so our writers, and some of them are in the fantasy football community. So thank you for joining us, whoever and wherever you are.
So our boy Kevin.
Yeah, one of our writers.
Barkley.
Saquon, did you swing a deal?
So,
did you swing a deal?
I did offer my life savings for this pick, but I'm glad he took it because Christian McCaffrey is my boy. So Why would you not take Christian McCaffrey with that pick? Best moment of my life.
I'll tell you, my plan is to not take Christian McCaffrey.
Just the fact that I have McCaffrey, I think I won the draft. I mean,
to be honest with you, I just projected CMC the other day.
It's a lot, isn't it?
And no. Well, it's a lot, but I gave him large amounts of regression just for the pure fact that it's a new offense.
So, I think that's fair.
I think it's a new offense, a new coach, and I don't know that they're going to give him 400 carries. I still gave him over 320, and he's still the number one in my entire league. I haven't got to Barkley yet, so let me get to Barkley in my projections, and I'll let you know what that means.
Yeah. So what do you think of the draft so far? Kamara at 3, I think, is no surprise.
Yeah.
Zeke at 4, even people are going to freak out.
Miles Sanders 108.
Whoa. Okay. All right. Joe Mixon and Miles Sanders are going off the board.
Yeah,
really?
I was
Derrick
hoping.
Henry and Devontae Adams are still.
I was hoping for Joe Mixon to be on the board in my pick. This is unfortunate. Yeah. And my guys.
Oh, dude. Your least favorite player fell right to you. This should be an easy pick, I think, at 110.
I'm pissed off.
Yeah, I know.
So my options that I wanted to take were probably Joe Mixon and Dalvin Cook, but
you only got 12 seconds. We're doing this fast, so I'm
gonna do something crazy and take Josh Jacobs.
Okay, no, that's not crazy.
I don't like Henry. Like I can't do it.
My only problem with Jacobs this early is just his PPR impact of catching the football, but it's not a bad pick.
No, it's not a bad pick at all. Miles Sanders at 108, though. That's crazy.
Everybody's letting Derrick Henry fall.
I'll do it. I'm on board with that.
Yeah, I know you are. I would have taken Derrick Henry in your spot.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Or Tyreek Hill. There he goes.
Henry goes off the board. Let's see what Adam does. Adam Hutchison, one of our writers.
Also for the
he says he has a plan. Nick Chubb. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Clyde 201.
Yeah. All right.
Oh boy.
In a PPR setting, I really don't hate that.
Yeah, I mean that's a relatively
it's bold, but
I just projected him today, and I had to be reserved. I gave him 198 half PPR fantasy points. Oh my, you guys, I'm getting sniped.
Right, bro, what are you talking about? You have Tyreek Hill right there.
Kenyon Drake, dude. That's my guy.
I know he's your guy.
Do I have any strat here in this draft? Probably not.
No. Chris Godwin, D-Hop, Julio. You got some good options.
Yeah, all the running backs are gone. I'm going to take Tyreek Hill. That's probably the best bet.
I'm very glad you did that. That was a very smart pick. Let us know in the comments, by the way, who you guys think had the best draft.
Yeah.
I'm very confident in my team already.
Wow,
just with
dude.
Christian McCaffrey. D-Hop, that's not a bad pick. I'm surprised Julio's kind of still available, though. I think he'll probably go here. Although, I don't know. He took Miles Sanders at the 108.
I got sniped on Joe Mixon at 106, and I got sniped on Kenyon Drake at 202.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling very good about this.
You ended up with
right
Josh
now.
Jacobs and Tyreek Hill, so.
Josh Jacobs as my RB1? Ugh, God.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Aaron Jones, Julio.
So my thought was possibly taking Julio Jones at 2.6. I mean at 2.3. But then I projected Tyreek Hill. Did you get sniped?
Yeah, I wanted Austin Eckler. I'm still a couple picks away there. Austin Eckler's my target.
Yeah, because everyone's kind of fading Julio Jones right now, and he's consistently going off the board at pick 4 or 5. Or not pick 4 or 5, but the 4th or 5th wide receiver off the board. So, I mean, he's a mid-range second-round pick, which is a little further back for him, and he's usually pretty dang good on a year-to-year basis. So he's always a top 3 guy. I call him the Ezekiel Elliott of wide receivers because he usually gets all yards and no touchdowns. Thank you, Zeke.
I'm so mad. Kenny Golladay, Chris Godwin, Austin Eckler, all guys. I might be
Bobby.
Quarterback.
He automatically took.
Should I take Lamar Jackson?
Should you take Lamar? No. Stop. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. I'm helping you here. If you want to lose, take Lamar.
I'm so tempted to take Lamar and Mahomes, but I'm going to go Leonard Fournette.
Good pick. I've been looking at a lot of projections lately for Leonard Fournette in the fantasy community, and they're pretty low. Where do you have him?
They are low. I actually have him. I still think it's probably because of how bad that offense is going to be. He's still going to get an insane amount of work. I mean, it's going to be the same as last year. And if he gets like another touchdown or two more than he did last year, he's going to be good. I understand why people are fading him though, but I'm not too. Allen Robinson, that's a good pick. So I'm going to go off the board here. With my next pick.
Okay. Don't scare me. Interesting.
I'm gonna go Juju.
Is that because your flip is at 411? And you're way back.
Mm-hmm. So somebody in the chat said, "Hey Rob, I actually don't think that's an awful pick." But yeah, so when you're at the flip like that, you kind of want to get your guy.
Yeah.
And to me, Juju, I don't want to pass up the opportunity to get him here. Although Mahomes and Lamar were very tempting for me, I think Juju has the upside.
What do you think of Mahomes going off the board first here?
I would rather Lamar, but I don't hate it. I'm so surprised Lamar still.
Adam got sniped. Adam got sniped. DJ Moore off the board at 3.5.
Yeah. DJ Moore.
Adam Hutchison is obsessed with DJ Moore. That's great.
Yeah. I mean, you look at some of these teams so far. Hail State 14, Michael Thomas, Kenny Golladay, DJ Moore. That's not bad. That's actually very good.
Yeah.
But he needs to get a running back.
He went no. Derek
Lamar.
took Lamar.
Auto pick.
Sorry. Yeah, the no RB strategy for Hail State 14 is kicking into high gear.
Yeah.
I'd like to see how that works out. Who am I going to take here?
Melvin Gordon, another good pick. The 3 running backs.
3.8 though? Yeah, I guess that's a good pick.
In this year's draft, I'd probably in redraft especially, I'd rather go running back than receiver. Because you're going to look at some of these teams that didn't draft running backs. early on, and they're going to regret it because I don't think there's many good running backs past the 5th round. So you were on the board.
I have no idea what to do. I think just based on sheer workload, I don't want to do it.
I'd go Adam Thielen here. David Johnson, really?
I don't know why I did it.
Oh, that's not a good pick, I don't think.
Okay, so I did the projections on Houston. I did the projections on Houston, and last year they gave trash Carlos Hyde 250 carries and 20 catches, so 270 total touches. David Johnson's a pass catching back, and he's probably going to get a plurality of the workload in the Cardinals offense. The only time David Johnson was good was when that team was good. And ever since he's been pretty bad with Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson, a good offensive line, some good receivers. I think it might improve David Johnson a little bit. I mean, remember, he was the RB7 over the course of the first 8 weeks of the season last year. He's old.
No, I mean...
he's old. It's a gross pick, but when I did the projections out and I looked at how much work he could get in Houston, it's a lot better.
Your time's up, bro.
Oh, yeah! David Montgomery.
For everybody who does not know, he's a hardcore David Montgomery.
My computer knows. My sleeper knows who I want.
Dude, Montgomery over...
That's who I...
Thielen over... And James Conner.
Yeah, probably.
Really? Oh, see, I wouldn't. Or Cooper Kupp?
Yeah. I got wide receivers later. Don't you worry. I spent so much time talking about David Johnson, I got distracted, but I would have taken David Montgomery anyway.
Who's going to take Jonathan Taylor? Would you have really taken David Montgomery over?
Probably,
Cooper
yeah.
Kupp? Okay, well.
You love those slot receivers.
I do. I love Cooper Kupp.
You love those slot receivers.
Great pick.
Yeah, I mean, I need a wide receiver too right now. You're over here. You need a wide receiver too. Who are you going to take? Who are you looking at?
I have my eyes on somebody. I don't think he's going to fall to me, but it's A.J. Brown. That's probably the guy I want right here.
Okay. Well, I mean, Hail State can't take another running back, but Bobby desperately needs take another receiver. Yeah, I was going to say Bobby or 919 there probably needs a wide receiver.
Dang, and Metcalf too. So
you were going to take Metcalf there?
Yeah, I probably would have.
Interesting.
So, I might get hate for this, but you know my love for Singletary.
Like I said, I was surprised. If you saw my tweet on Twitter, I was very surprised that Devin Singletary was probably still going to get enough work to be at least a low-end RB1 this year. Because I looked at it and I'm like, so how much can you justifiably project Zach Moss to get? And I said, okay, let's start with the base level of Frank Gore.
Mm-hmm.
And that was 166 attempts. So I gave him the base model of Frank Gore, and Devin Singletary still statted out at about 230 touches or 240 touches.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a bad selection at all, and he's falling. So it's starting to turn into a good value.
Would it be crazy for me to take Terry McLaurin here?
Let me look at the board. How much time do you got left? Not much. Yeah, no, I mean, I'd probably take Chark over him, but do you?
Take McLaurin. Oh, it didn't work. Dang it.
Hold on.
Mark Andrews. No. You know, actually, I'm not even that mad about that because he's a quality tight end. It's just not what I wanted to do for strategy.
Hold on, I reset you.
Oh, wow.
Go ahead.
Clutch. Clutch. You know what? Just for that, I'm just changing my pick to Debo because I couldn't decide.
They're going to be like, what the crap just happened?
Yeah, it was a glitch.
He took Mark Andrews anyway.
Yeah, he took Mark Andrews.
There you
That's
go,
not
Bobby.
a bad pick. It's just I want to take the tight end late.
Yeah.
Again, at the turn,
Ooh, Kyler at 504.
I think Singletary and Debo might be like...
Yeah.
And even Juju were like a little early, but you got to take the guys you want at the turn because they're not going to be there. Like I know McLaurin's not going to be there.
Right.
My pick again. Or Chark, who I also like.
I'm thinking that I'm going to have a tough pick over here. We have Ingram. So Hail State, intriguing strategy here. Michael Thomas, Kenny Galladay, DJ Moore. It's a good set of wide receivers.
Yeah.
He gets Mostert in the 4th round, which is a little bit of a riskier pick, and then an RB2 and Ingram. Now, I don't think those two guys are bad picks at all, but it'll be interesting to see what he ends up with at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
McLaurin just went off at 5'6".
Yeah, it was either going to be Debo or McLaurin there for me. I like both those guys a lot.
Oh, I think I might get my guy.
Who's your guy?
Chark.
Yeah, you'll probably get Chark.
Either Diggs or Chark.
Or Cortland Sutton, dude. He's falling.
That's true. He's going off 52 on average. I don't know. Should I take Diggs, Sutton, or Chark?
I'd probably go Sutton.
Cam Akers.
Wow. Okay.
I projected Cam Akers. Actually, that's where the ADP is in PPR for him. I don't know why. You know what I'm gonna do?
You gonna take Chark or Sutton?
I'm gonna take Chark because he's the wide receiver 1 in Jacksonville. Stefon Diggs is the wide receiver 1 in Buffalo, but I don't trust. What's been surprising for me projecting a lot of guys is seeing how many top end quarterbacks only threw 3,700 passing yards. And Josh Allen was one of those guys because he rushes it 7 million times a game. So I think for me in Jacksonville, Chark had a really good season last year. He's going into his 3rd year in the NFL. And I think he can definitely have a wide receiver 1 like season of 220 plus fantasy points. He has the efficiency, catches the touchdowns. He does all of the things that he needs to do. Efficiency plus productivity plus opportunity equals fantasy points. So I'll take Chark here. Oh, look at that. Might as well just take Diggs anyway.
That's a good pick too.
So I got Reek, I got Chark, and I got Diggs.
Yeah.
And I got Monty, Johnson, and Jacobs. So let's go, dude. Pretty hyped.
Yeah, no, I mean, I honestly, after taking McCaffrey, I think my draft kind of fell off a little bit. But again, at the turn, I'm just taking the guys I want.
Yeah.
Everybody's making good picks though. Like I think most of these guys are going where they should. And as I said that, I think that's a little early for Philip Lindsay.
Yeah.
But again, he's probably just taking the guys he wants.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott off the board, good pick. Do you think Adam goes to Darius Geis? It's not a surprise.
Oh, he went Darius Geis. I didn't even pick that up. That's awesome. Dang. Swift? These rookie running backs, man, they're coming off the board. We got JT at 5'1", Swift at 6'7", Clyde Edwards-Helaire 2'1", and where's the other guy? Cam Akers 5'9". That's crazy.
Yep. Russell Wilson, I think that's a good value for Wilson in the late 6th round.
I haven't got to Seattle yet on projections, and I'm curious to see because I'm lower on Wilson than most, just because he's his pure efficiency. So the entire Seattle offense is all efficiency, and I'm nervous that that's going to come back to bite a lot of people. He was like the QB 11 or 12 I think it was last year, not last season, but the year before that. So it'll be interesting to see. You took Michael Gallup.
I did.
Explain yourself.
I think the Cowboys, just that offense, how much they throw the ball, even if CeeDee Lamb takes a lot of targets, Michael Gallup's still going to be really good.
Yeah.
They're going to throw the ball a lot. So I think Michael Gallup is still going to be really good.
Yeah. I agree. But at 6'11".
Now, am I crazy for taking Darren Waller here, the Walrus?
You're going to take your tight end in the 7th round, defy all logic?
I mean, my options here are AJ Green, Damian Williams, Sony.
Yeah.
I mean, I could go Dobbins, Tyler Boyd, Deontay Johnson.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like my options here. So I think Waller is – I really like Darren Waller this year too. Like, I think he's on the same level as Mark Andrews and Zach Ertz. Like, he's in that same category, so.
He's better.
Yeah. I don't mind the Walrus.
Yeah. I think it's a little early for tight ends, but that's me.
Yeah, I mean, it is a little early for tight ends, but again, like looking at the board and the guys I want or wanted to take there, usually at the turn you just take the guys, but there's a lot of guys in between.
We got Sony 7-3.
I want. What was it?
Sony at 7-3.
Yeah, that's not bad. I was thinking of taking Sony, but he's just, I don't know. I've been kind of down on him.
You're always down on Sony.
I am, yeah.
If we're being honest.
Yeah. Didn't he just get foot surgery as well this week?
Yes. Yeah, we talked about that on Tuesday.
Right.
J.K. Dobbins, 7-4.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Yeah, he's got the upside.
That's a little early. I like that Tyler Boyd pick. I'll tell you. Tyler Boyd's one of the players people are completely forgetting about. And maybe we'll throw him in a forgotten players episode if we're doing one of those. But Tyler Boyd has so much potential to do good things in that offense this year, especially with a much more improved quarterback. He's still the wide receiver 1, and I understand AJ Green is still there, but he's 100 years old and he has 6 million foot problems. So Tyler Boyd is going to be the guy in that offense. Yeah, no, that's a really good pick. It was probably if I didn't take Waller there, I probably would have gone Boyd. I'm on the clock.
I just like the value there. So who are you going to take?
We got AJ Green, Rob Gronkowski, Damian Williams, Keyshawn Vaughn, Hayden Hurst, Matt Ryan. I don't know who I'm going to take, and I got no time to decide. If I were you, I wouldn't mind taking AJ Green here. Either AJ Green probably or Deontay Johnson. Oh my God, he's an 8th round pick. I'm going to take Deontay. Yeah, I'm going to go with the youth. Or 7th round pick, I should say. Yeah, I mean, I think a deeper dive at wide receiver. I got a pretty solid grouping there of Tyreek Hill, DJ Chark, and Stefon Diggs. Going with Deontay Johnson as a little bit of a deeper play is probably a better idea. But I have noticed that Deontay Johnson over the last couple weeks and maybe into the next couple months is going to skyrocket, and I don't know if I want to take him past the 7th round at this point. It's too deep of a dive.
That is fair. Christian Kirk, I love Marvin Jones. I love that pick. It's interesting that AJ Green is still on the table, though.
I told you he's 1 million years old with foot problems.
Yeah,
he'll probably come off now. Oh my goodness! Do I even want to do that? I
mean, Keyshawn Vaughn is available. There's a lot of people that like Keyshawn Vaughn for this year. Edelman is available. Marlon Mack, who, even though with Jonathan Taylor there, the amount of times the Colts will run the ball, Marlon Mack's going to get involved. This is PPR, so James White isn't a bad play either. You have some options.
I'll just do it. Why not?
Okay. I mean, it's a good range for AJ Green to be in.
Yeah. Like 8th round is not a bad pick, I guess.
It's when he's going in like the 6th round, I think, where there's just other guys that are better than him.
So over here we got this guy, CCHVZ20, who has two tight ends now. Hayden Hurst and Evan Engram back-to-back rounds.
I mean, he must be a Hayden Hurst believer, and there's a lot of people out there. I think he'll be good. I'm not quite on the bandwagon though, but I do think he'll be solid with Atlanta. I mean, there's targets to be had there.
Yeah. Trying to look at these other teams. So we didn't talk about how Austin Ellis up there had I think he's picked 9, had a 3 wide receiver start to his draft as well.
Yeah, but
he's got Devontae Adams, DeAndre Hopkins,
those are 3 really good wide receivers, though.
He's losing depth at the running back position, though, with James Conner, Cam Akers, and Phillip Lindsay with Alexander Madison. Not a bad grouping of running backs, but if Cam Akers doesn't work out, he's going to have to find some people in some trades.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jerry Jeudy, my dude. Wow, Jules went off the board real fast there. I think pick 4 dropped out.
Yeah, he just left. He got his chunk of the team.
He got his guys.
Yeah.
Julian Edelman at 809. Can you see that happening? And is that a good selection if you are in the 8th round in the back end?
I think, I mean, it's fine in the back of the 8th round in a PPR league. Like, he's still going to get catches. So I think that's fine. I'm on the board here. I'm going to go James White. Usually I would suggest not taking Patriots running backs, but
why would you
PPR
take James White? Brady doesn't play for them no more.
No, but they still are going to throw. They might even throw the running backs even more with Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah.
And with Sony's injury, we never know when he's going to come back. So he's still going to get carries. He'll get probably around 10 carries, like 5 to 10 carries a game with like 5, 6, 7 catches a game. So at this point, he's going to be in a PPR league. I think he's a flex week to week. And geez, I'm so tempted to go Josh Allen here.
Making some gross picks over here.
I know.
The Walrus and James White. When the pressure's on, you only have a 30-second. That's a good pick. I like that.
I think his upside with the Chiefs is higher than people think. I mean, we talked about him a little bit in our last show, so if you want to hear more about him, you should go check that out. But he's got a lot of upside, year 2 player, playing in an elite offense. So I think he's worth the pick late round.
I believe that was 2 episodes
I wanted to go
ago.
Josh Allen, though.
But you're good. You wanted to go Josh Allen. Brady 9-4. That was an auto pick, but stop it.
Love it.
Stop it. 2 quarterbacks for him now. On the Nicole Hardman thing, I did the Chiefs projections today, and I only projected him for 61 targets just to be safe, so I'm not like overdoing it because I really like Nicole Hardman this year. You know how many fantasy points he had? I regressed him a lot efficiency-wise. He had 133 fantasy points on 60 targets. 60 targets, not catches.
Wow,
that's absurd.
Yeah.
So I am very excited about Hardman this year, especially if what my expectation is. I think there's going to be a lot of players either traded or cut on the Chiefs, and you're like, what does that mean? Mm-hmm. I think that I'm on the board. Is that me?
Yeah, it is you. You got to make a pick. I know what you're saying though. Like a lot of the players are going to have to move for money wise because they're going to pay Patrick Mahomes a lot. You took Damian Williams?
Yeah, dude, 9-10. He was supposed to go in the 6th round.
I know, but still, that's gross.
Hey, it is a gross pick, but I'll do it.
That's nasty.
Anyway, so Hardman is a tough. Like so what I was going to say is I think that either like I've talked about how I think Damian Williams will possibly be cut by KC as I take him. But I think that Sammy Watkins also might be traded or cut from KC by the time the season begins. So I think Hardman's going to be the number 2 wide receiver at some point in the year. It's just a matter of when that happens, and when it does, he's going to get 100 targets or 110 targets like Sammy Watkins did just because of pure efficiency. Hardman is a great pick in the 9th round. What was his ADP before you took him?
It was lower. I didn't see what it was, but I think it was like late 9th, 10th round.
Yeah, so
I went a little bit off the board.
That's a good pick right there.
You're on the board again. We've seen a lot of rookies go off. Henry Ruggs, Justin Jefferson. Mm-hmm. I like Jefferson the most, I think, probably for rookies for year 1 are the guys that's gone off. Probably CeeDee Lamb, too.
Yeah.
Those 2 guys. But I still think it's a little early to draft some of these guys. I mean, maybe not Jefferson, but like Judy in the 8th round.
I agree with the wide receivers. I think the dynasty community changes the thought on redraft a lot of times.
Right. Like Emmanuel Sanders, that's really not that bad of a pick.
Dude. Agree with me.
Second or third guy in that offense. I mean, unless you count Kamara, then he's probably going to be like the 3rd guy, him and Jared Cook. I probably think he's going to get more targets than Jared Cook. So he's going to get involved and redraft in the 10th round in a 12-team league. That's actually a good pick.
Yeah. I picked him because I think it's just you haven't really seen New Orleans have a decent wide receiver 2 in quite some time. So him having the ability to jump into that conversation of being a wide receiver, I think he could be a low-end wide receiver 2 this year, but being the second wide receiver in an offense that throws the ball relatively a lot, He could be a big time play this year. So especially in the 10th round, I mean, it might be a deeper dive, but you can run into it. And then I don't like my Damian Williams pick, but I wanted to take a running back.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad for where you took him. I would have taken Carry-On before I took Damian Williams. Damian Williams.
No, you're probably right.
Just because, even with Swift there, I think it's possible that he could get 200 touches if he's healthy. I don't think he will.
I'm about to get triggered, though.
Why?
I'm not going to tell you because you're going to take my guy. It's all about the strategy.
I probably am not going to take your guy because I like.
You have 2 picks. Bro, you're going to take Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
You're a wagon.
Jalen Reagor, that's a good pick. I was thinking about taking him there too. I'm surprised Carry-On's still there though.
Allstate loves the wide receivers.
Is it? Yeah, I really do like Josh Allen fantasy-wise. I hate him in real
watching him in actual football games.
But in fantasy, dude, he runs like a maniac. And I wouldn't be surprised if he, where did he finish last year? 6th among quarterbacks, 7th.
Say it again.
Josh Allen, where did he finish last year? 6th or 7th?
I think it was 6th. Yeah, he's gross. I looked at his numbers, just quarterbacking, and it it's not pretty.
No.
But he's a great runner.
I'm gonna go Carry-On here. I think for the reasons I said earlier.
Okay.
Just like
you're hoping that QB is going to flip.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Carry-On's going to be. It's going to probably split. Hunter Henry, that's not a bad pick. I was hoping he'd take one of these quarterbacks, so I don't have to make the decision.
This guy, Austin, is running the running back table over here.
Josh Allen, Carson Wentz,
Zach Moss, 111 there, Kevin. There you go, buddy.
All these 3 guys in order as I think my 7th, 8th, and 9th quarterback.
Right.
It's so gross, but I'm gonna go Josh Allen. He just the amount of times he runs.
Well, yeah, not a bad pick, but it's a gross watch.
It is gross.
It sucks to watch those games,
but he can easily you can watch the game on Sunday and be like, man, he stunk. And then you look at the stat sheet and
you're like, how did he score that many fantasy points?
Because he scrambled for 60 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah. So 3 teams have 2 quarterbacks right now. Or, I'm sorry. Yeah, 3 teams have 2 quarterbacks now. And I don't even have one. Daniel Jones, 11-5, though.
That's
about right.
I mean, I like Daniel Jones, but I think with Wentz and Stafford on the board, you got to go those guys before you go Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I mean, it's not a bad, especially when the team that picked him already has Russell Wilson that he picked at 6'8". I'm not an early quarterback picker, but for Daniel Jones, it's a depth play.
Yeah,
which is not a bad pick. Austin's he's gonna snipe me. 1-9, he's going to snipe me.
Yeah, he's taking Stafford. There's no way.
I mean, did he write an article about Stafford? I'm pretty sure he did. Stop it.
Wow.
Oh, he took Pollard. Let's go. I did it.
Pick. Would you take him over Wentz, though? I don't know. Yeah.
I'm not that excited about Stafford. I just don't like to be sniped.
That's fair. That's a good pick, though.
I'm probably going to take
be Josh Allen
another quarterback later. I'm going for Matt Stafford week 1 and long-term a breakout quarterback that I will be drafting soon. I'll leave that off the table.
Okay.
Dallas Goedert to the 11th pick. Gesicki and Hawkinson, Adam. Are you serious?
Love it.
I'm so mad because I was going to take one of those guys later, and he went up and took both of them.
Why I took Darren Waller, because I knew that was going to happen, because we all have the same opinions on TJ Hawkinson.
Grow up, dude. I'm so triggered right now.
In most drafts, if you can wait
Paris Campbell. That's what I was going to do. I'm getting sniped.
Oh, you got no fun. You still want to go tight end?
I'm going to go with Alshon Jeffrey. When in doubt, go wide receiver.
Good pick, but so gross, dude. Especially if he goes on the PUP.
Don't you like my Emmanuel Sanders, Damian Williams, Alshon Jeffrey gross picks? I'm legitimately pissed off that Paris Campbell got drafted 12-2.
Oh, Carson Wentz, good pick. Really good pick.
So the question is now, who do I take at tight end?
You got Jared Cook. You got Hooper. You got Font. I would have taken Font over Alshon Jeffrey probably. But
Who, Noah Font?
Yeah.
Nah. No way, dude.
I think Alshon Jeffrey.
I'm dead at the tight end position right now.
Yeah. Jared Cook's not bad if he falls to you.
Jared
or
Cook.
Hooper. Like you're probably gonna end up picking up a tight end.
I don't want none of that.
Week 4 or 5.
I don't want none of Hooper. I'm all set with that.
Yeah.
N'Keal Harry
Rashad
12-6
Perriman.
is an interesting pick. Wait, Perriman. That's not a bad pick at all. I'm curious to see how Perriman plays in New York. I haven't done the Jets projections yet. I still have 14 teams left. I feel like every time I see a player, I've done his projections. But Rashad Perriman, it was the wide receiver too, behind Jamison Crowder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say Perriman might be a good pick.
Yeah.
It's a deeper one, but
I'm gonna go no fun. I'm just sniping your tight end.
I don't even want him.
No, I knew you wouldn't. We talked about him on the Sleeper Show. So
Yeah.
for tight ends, but I think he's at least got the upside to take. And
You got 2 tight ends. What are you doing?
13th round.
What are you doing with your life?
Dude, relax.
Damian Harris. Okay, Kevin, I see that. Interesting selection.
I don't hate it again. Drew Lock.
And then he goes Drew
Lock. I
Lock
don't hate.
Later.
Dude, this is super off the board. But
So how many quarterback? What team is going to draft 3 quarterbacks before I have even a tight end?
no idea. Did you see my off the board pick?
Oh, Denzel Mims. You are obsessed with Mims.
I am. Because, dude, you think his only competition is Rashad Perriman. Because Crowder's going to get targets in the slot no matter what. But there's a lot of vacated targets on the Jets. I think they have the 3rd most in the NFL going into the year. So it's like 130 something targets between Mims and Perriman. And if Perriman gets hurt or Mims just is better than Perriman, which I think he can be in training camp and preseason, he's going to get 80 targets this year. 70 to 80.
I'm so tired of being sniped.
Johnny Smith, was that your guy?
Yeah, dude. I could always go with the old steady.
I think that's what you have to do.
Jack Doyle.
Oh, no, not that.
I mean, Indianapolis likes to throw it to those tight ends. You never know. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, if Hooper's on the board, I might take him.
Yeah. I mean, that's Jack Doyle is just so gross.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Yeah, I like Antonio Gibson. A.J. Dillon,
He probably won't do anything, but
he's going to get goal line work probably.
Yeah.
Chase Edmonds. I don't know if he has Ken Drake or not.
I've been sniped a bunch of times.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of drafting with people who are also know what they're doing in fantasy football.
Yeah.
You get sniped.
Oh, he's going to time out. Don't you time out on me.
He's going to time out.
Okay. Who do I take here? I guess I'll get stuck with Hooper. Whatever. I was my guys that I would have chosen were John O. Smith, T.J. Hawkinson, and Mike Gesicki, but I'm out here sitting here with Austin Hooper. A bunch of Browns players going off the board back to back. Oh, okay.
Love it. I love Adam's draft. I'm not gonna lie.
It's literally all the players that we wouldn't risk taking.
Yeah.
Oh, and he goes John Ross in the 14th. Okay. That's awesome. Who do I even want here? Phillip Rivers. That's who I want.
You're not going to draft a kicker defense?
I'm not going to draft a kicker or a defense. No, sorry. I do not do such things. There's no real running backs left unless you're talking about a guy that's a little bit deeper of a dive. I mean, you got freaking Adrian Peterson still on the board.
Who just went off the board, yeah. Boston Scott isn't terrible as a handcuff.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Who's the starting wide receiver for the Raiders?
What did you say?
Who's the starting wide receiver for the Raiders?
Tyrell Williams, Henry Ruggs, Hunter Renfrow. Tyrell Williams, yeah.
I'll take it.
Good pick.
Did I say Las Vegas Raiders or Oakland?
I think you said Los Angeles, actually.
It's
honestly it's really the same thing.
It's really the same thing. I was thinking about taking Lazard, but I hate taking Green Bay Packers wide receivers besides Devontae Adams.
And that is fair.
I have another guy that I might take last, but I have nobody at the running back position that I see that could be a deeper dive. The only guy I could really see being an interesting pick is either Malcolm Brown out of Los Angeles or I'm looking through the list and I'm seeing
Ayuk,
possibly. Hold on, did he go off the board literally when I was talking? No. Or Raekwon Armstead, I'm sorry, the backup running back to Leonard Fournette. If Fournette were to get hurt in any way, Armstead would come in and replace him. I really liked Armstead from the draft. I think I talked to you about him right after I watched footage of last year's draft, and I liked Armstead. I think he ended up being like a 5th round pick, so he's not like the best, I guess, but
as a handcuff, he's the second guy there. So I get it. The problem is if Fournette gets hurt though, and Armstead becomes the guy, like, do you think he's really going to do anything even with touches? That's
Armstead. No, definitely not.
Right.
But if somebody gets hurt, I mean, it's a good handcuff if you have Fournette. But
no, that's fair. So Lazard is probably going to be my guy. I'm tempted to go Boston Scott here, but I'm actually going to go again off the board. 14th, 13th, 15th round. I don't really care at this point. I'm just getting guys that I want.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hand. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, there you go.
Oh wow.
Drayton Evans, rookie running back for the Tennessee Titans. He's replacing Deion Lewis. He's going to get probably like 30, 40 catches. So PPR is going to get at least some fantasy value. And then if Derrick Henry gets hurt at all because they use him an insane amount, he will just slide right into that role. So I think it's worth a shot in the 14th round. And then, you know what? Why not? I'm going to go Boston Scott as well for my last pick.
Who's the starting running back for the Atlanta Falcons? Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley?
Sorry, I forgot. I forgot about my boy already. Yeah. Man, I don't know who to draft at this last pick. Oh, I think I know who to draft. I got this. Hopefully he stays on the board. Curtis Samuel is a guy that I was looking at. 15-5, he comes off the board. It's not a bad pick. He's still the wide receiver 2 in Carolina, but
I think that's a good pick, actually.
The opportunities that he's had and the lack of production concern me. So I'm not I'm not excited about him in the terms of like he's going to break out, but there are some guys that I think later in the draft, are good additions that could end up being, solid wide receiver 2s during the season. It's just a matter of, opportunity for Curtis Samuel. And if he doesn't get it in that offense, it really won't work out. And I think DJ Moore is the feature guy. But Curtis Samuel is a great slot receiver option for Carolina.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Especially this late in the draft, like to get him there, I think that's a great spot.
Me and Adam are killing the same strat of no defense or kickers.
I did not draft it.
I know. I know you wouldn't, but some people are.
Yeah, mostly everybody else is.
There it is.
Oh, love it. Oh, that's a great pick. Fantastic.
5'10" or 15'10". Let's go. I think Gardner Minshew can break out for obvious reasons. I think I projected him with like almost 400 rushing yards by accident. So he could definitely be a large breakout quarterback this year, especially if he locks up a lot of those rushing metrics. He does have to throw a lot more touchdowns. I don't know if he can do it, but I think it's worth the deep play at 15-10, the third to last pick in the draft or second to last pick in the draft.
Yeah, no, I love that pick right there.
So Adam doesn't draft a kicker, but he drafts a defense right at the end there. I think he ran out of people to draft, is what I'm thinking. Yeah,
probably.
We completed our drafts. So for me, if you're listening on the podcast, I drafted Josh Jacobs 110, Tyreek Hill 2-3, David Johnson 310, David Montgomery 4-3, DJ Chark 5-10, 6-3. I had Stefan Diggs 7-10, Deontay Johnson 8-3. AJ Green 9-10, Damian Williams 10-3, Emmanuel Sanders, then Matthew Stafford, Alshon Jeffrey, Austin Hooper, Tyrell Williams, and Gardner Minshew subsequently.
Yeah, I had the second overall pick. I went with McCaffrey, then Fournette in the second round, Juju in the third round, Devin Singletary in the fourth, Debo in the fifth, Michael Gallup in the sixth, Darren Waller in the seventh, James White in the eighth, Nicole Hardman in the ninth, Carry On in the 10th, Josh Allen in the 11th, Noah Fant in the 12th, Denzel Mims in the 13th, Drayton Evans in the 14th, and Boston Scott in the 15th.
Totally destroyed you, I think.
Yeah, debatable. I think I could have drafted better, but I'm not mad with it.
Adam, our writer, just said in our group chat, not gonna lie, I won that draft. What say you guys? Who had the best draft in this grouping?
He had a good draft. I'll give him that.
That was fun. Mock drafts are fun. That'll conclude this episode of the Fantasy Champions Fantasy Football Podcast. It was not long, was it? It wasn't that long. 47 minutes.
Yeah, not bad for mock draft.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. Be sure to check out our draft guide. Buy it, $25. We'll talk to you on Tuesday and see you next week, my friends.
See you guys later.
Thank you for listening to the Fantasy Champions Podcast. Make sure you subscribe on iTunes and YouTube and follow us on Twitter @TheFFChamps.